Hello, my little Timothy's, and welcome back to another fun little Hard to Find 4 video where today I'm doing something I've literally never done. This is a little series we call Focus to Z, where I actually check out all the focus trees and the focuses specifically that you don't do for nations. And today, we're going to Poland, which is coincidentally one of my favorite nations to play in Hoi 4. Although I'm sure that might be tarnished a bit today. Okay, the reason it might be a bit painful today is because we're going to intentionally capitulate and do the Polish exile government, which means the path we're going is actually indeed historical, which does mean I have no intention of actually holding Poland, for the obvious reason being I need to fail to actually get access to that tree. Now, unsurprisingly, there's only a handful of paths in this game that actually require you to lose to do, and this is one of them. Some others off the top of my head are obviously Free France or Vichy France or even the Norwegian exile government, so I'm not too keen on, having to lose, especially because holding against the Germans is so much fun. I'm sure it's also your average Polish boy's historical fantasy to mow down millions of Germans while defending his territory of Danzig. Sadly though, today, little unpronounceable Polish boy whose name is way too long to even fit on the screen, we're not doing that. We're leaving. In fact, we're going to leave involuntarily. I guess it's kind of voluntarily though, because I do know it's coming and I ain't gonna stop it. First things first, of course, we're hitting that agrarian reform so that we don't get overthrown from those little Polish boys with really long names, because obviously our land is going to be completely worthless as we can't hold onto it. I am just going to go ahead and start rushing a whole bunch of stuff that I will need later, like fighter tech and specifically our special forces, which I will be using a lot. Now, because obviously we're still doing a democratic playthrough, it would have been funny to still go down, organize the peasant strike and go over to the Polish Colonial League, but we have already done that before, so I didn't want to do that again. Plus, I think this is just in every way more terrible. That's right, boys. No fun allowed on Focus to Z. Okay, so the Polish tree in going this way is just a mess in general. Not in a bad way. There's a lot of stuff to do, and you kind of got to bide your time with what you do want to do and what you don't want to do. But a good thing is, if we go over the Senation left over here and actually get them a bit of power, we can get ourselves a guy over here who gives us special forces attack, which is going to come in handy later. Okay, so we are going with a new king in the castle, just so that we can flip over to democratic, because we're going to be in the Allies anyway. We might as well speed up that process so that we can get our troops over there before things kick off. Hey, there we are. We are a brand new color on the map, and I do actually like that a lot. And we are the Sanationist Republic of Poland, and we've got this guy in control. All right, now we're just going to move straight into a line with the West and see if we can make some friends with good old Chamberlain. I also got to say, that is one of my favorite Polish flags right there. It's very unique and very rectangular. There we go. We have officially joined the Allies. I'm going to go ahead and do the Lithuanian ultimatum to see if we can get them with us. We can also do the Romanian bridgehead strategy. I don't actually know what this does, but it will send them an event, and we'll see what they say about that. Okay, the Czechs are gone. There's a big red thing up here telling me that I might be next. The Polish army, though, appears to disappear. I don't know where it's gone. I don't know where it's gone at all. Okay, here they come. Yeah, I gotta say, very brave of the Allies to actually bring troops over here. That is not gonna go too well for you. I guess as soon as we are close to capitulating too, I'll lend-lease all my equipment away so that we don't lose it when we capitulate. I think that should work. All right, and there she blows. Thankfully, I got most of the army now. In fact, there's a bit more than most there. Yeah, also gonna have to quickly say I'll take all that equipment back. Change my mind, UK. And now we are officially a government in exile. Now we gotta beg for the UK to acknowledge our existence. Yeah, as more legitimacy that we get, the more things we actually unlock, which is gonna make things easier for us. Yeah, all our factories, stuff like that, gone. We have nothing. So one thing we do get is a cool little intelligence tree over here that will actually help us do the Warsaw Uprising later, which is gonna come in handy. Yeah, but for now we need to just snap our fingers and get magical access to civilian factories. Apparently the UK has not bothered to garrison North Africa at all. Thankfully, I was on my way over here anyway. Ooh, just realized actually we got this resistance artist over here that will give us weekly exile government manpower 700, so we definitely need to get that as soon as we can, because it's not like we have much manpower to really call from anymore. We have no men. Boys, I was gonna do that, but it seems you've beat me to it. Ain't gonna complain, because this will be the new Polish heartland. Won't lie, not the best place to be situated, especially considering I'm already starving to death being in it, but it's a start. Okay, so obviously we have quite literally no resources at all, which is a bit difficult when I've got stuff I need to build. And taking Libya didn't really give us too much. So I am kind of waiting for Vichy to get involved so we could take their stuff, but I'm also going to try and take Sicily over here right away as well. There's nothing there, but you know, I just feel like punishing the Italians. All right, we ain't going too deep here, just gonna get ourselves a bit of a foothold for when we need it later. And there you go, already up to 100 legitimacy, which does give us a pretty damn nice buff against the Germans. On top of the 10% we're already getting for 15%, sorry, for the special forces, it means my Marines are only going to get better. Right, they're going in on the Soviets, which means it's a good time for us to start planning our little uprising, I think. Oh, while they're all busy, oh man, melding the Soviets, we should probably get busy too. So we are working on getting the little Warsaw uprising going, but I think we should probably start pushing in Italy too. It's literally a free Italy, as nobody's turned up to give a damn, apparently. Definitely spoke a bit too soon there. They've just come back, I'm assuming, from the Eastern Front. It doesn't matter though. This is why we rushed all those planes, because even though I only have a few of them, we are just blitzing them out of the sky, which is going to make things a lot easier for us. Even though we've taken pretty much all of Italy, they are still going pretty hard over there. I think we're gonna have to do a bit more. Now the problem is with our strengthening of resistance is we don't have support equipment, and we need a lot of it to get this thing going. There you go, we got the Italian Civil War. Should we go ahead and transfer the territory or just hold it ourselves? I think we'll probably get more if we get them as a puppet, and then we'll just annex them. Oh, and finally Vichy France has joined. It doesn't matter anyway now, because obviously we don't own this land. Libya is now back to its rightful owner of Regno del Sud. For now. I mean, that's as long as they can hold the land down there. I really hope they can hold the land down there. Just go ahead and take the Italian army and just set them to garrison there, just in case. Hold on a second. How do I just get Uno reverse card by the AI naval invasion? Please do not judge me unfairly, Gravy Timothy. We all make mistakes. Okay, so obviously we've lost our land over there, which means we are technically now based back in the UK. So while we're here, I am going to start trading steel off them, since we don't have to overland trade it. We can just pick it up from the local supermarket, apparently. And then we're just going to spam out a whole bunch of convoys, lend lease it to our puppet, and get them annexed. They shouldn't be too much of a bother for us. Also building in them, and we're doing the focus, and I've got 1400 political power, so we can click the button pretty quickly. Let's just hope that little Stalin can hold out a little bit longer. We got stuff to do. Well, clearly the UK has decided no longer to put their navy out. So I'm just going to go ahead and remove my Polish garrison of the UK. Okay, so I send the convoys to Italy. Go ahead, lower their autonomy. Italy actually lists those convoys on the market. I buy them back and send them back to Italy to lower their autonomy, and it's an endless loop until they no longer exist. Honestly, I think we're just going to give up on trying to do the Warsaw Uprising. Trying to get 50% over all these states is going to be a little bit difficult. We got up pretty high at one point, but the AI is just like constantly pummeling us back down, and I think we need 50% on every core state to actually even get the option. And yeah, unsurprisingly, it's pretty damn expensive. 919 support equipment, so I don't think it's worth it at all. Okay, goodbye Italy. Alright, now this does mean we do own this land outright, which is pretty nice. Oh, we also stole a bit of the navy there, whatever's left of it. Now, I do think pushing's going to be a little bit difficult. They've reinforced this line quite a bit. My units aren't the best, but we will upgrade them. But the Spanish did get involved, and it looks like they've been taken care of, even with the Brazilians helping out there. Yeah, Turkey also declared on Romania too, so we got them giving us a helping hand, and it looks like they've pretty much stopped their advance in the east. It is important that we do get our land back and don't let the Soviets liberate it, because if they do, we will be considered a defeated power in the peace conference and find ourselves on the wrong side of that Iron Curtain, which would be very awkward considering all I've done. The race for the bomb. I don't think it's going to be too much of a race though, as I'm 73 days away from it. Now, I'm looking at like what I'm fighting down here, and then I'm looking at what I'm seeing up here, and maybe I should just move over there and try and get my land back. Would have been really nice to do the Warsaw Uprising right now. That could have gone very nicely, but I don't have 50% in every single state, so I can't do it. That is okay though. I will just walk over there and get it back myself. it also really doesn't help the fact that the AI is pretty competent at keeping their resistance down. Not too sure they cheat on that regard, but yeah, it's a bit of a pain. There you go. Our first official tile of returning home. Hey, Warsaw is back. No need for that uprising, because the whole army just happened to appear here. Albeit it's the same army that bravely ran away day one of the fighting. Well, there we go. We are reinstated as well. That is a lot of casualties. I did not realize I had taken that many casualties, considering I didn't actually have any of my own land. They're not really my casualties, though. Oh, yeah, I also asked the UK just for, like, random bits of land here and there. So, you know, Poland's got quite a few colonies around the world. Oh, yeah, we also don't really care about this whole Europe situation now. We're just going to go ahead into the Soviet land. Notice anything funny about this peace conference? I appear to be missing half my land. In all fairness, I did get quite a bit of land in return, but not enough. Yeah, it's been a long time in Vanilla Hoi 4 since I've seen a broken event like this. Yeah, I'm not too sure what to do here. I'm just going to put we will not be dictated by Mr. Stalin, and we'll see where that lands us. The funny thing is, I haven't actually done a single one of my industry tech, so I think it's probably time we do that. I also just realized the irony of investing in Eastern Poland. We don't have it, so it's actually investing in Northern Hungary and Bohemia. Okay, now reclaiming our lost land is going to be a little bit difficult. We have to worry about East Germany and also this little border down here, which shouldn't be too much of a problem, but it's just Germany we're going to have to worry about mostly. Oh, well, Germany, I'm on board. Glad to see you're getting up to speed. Oh. Okay, thank God. It's alright, guys. They're on our side now. Oh, well, you know, when I said they're on our side now, technically that ain't true. That's alright. We'll deal with that. Just to make this a bit more closer to home. We are now NATO. Okay, I took a little bit of time to build up there. I don't think we really needed that much time looking at the front line here. So, let's go. Ooh. Ouch. Do you want to add? That wasn't me, although it does give me a good idea. Remember, I got a few of these things lying around myself. Yeah, a little bit overkill, but, you know, I just got them lying around. You know, guys, I thought you'd just kind of sweep in and take East Germany back, but you're just dropping repeated nukes on Berlin. I mean, I guess when in Rome, there you go. I'm doing it myself. With the help of Big Bertha. That's what I call my bombs. Well, we can't get a collab, government, but I don't think we'll need it. He's down to 8% support because of all the nukes. I also just circumvented going into Romania. I didn't really see the point. And the more I inspect what's going on over here, the more I think that was the correct decision. I didn't even clock on. That's not America. That's American Japan that has naval invaded. Semper Fi, Kenakichi. Well, you know, that just popped off as I literally dropped a nuke on Stalingrad, so I'm not too sure if that's going to go off or not. It's certainly not perfect in many regards, but it is what we've ended up with, which in all fairness is way more than we ever had in the first place. Okay, well, smell you later, UK. We had fun together, but I no longer need you. We are indeed all done. Wasn't really paying attention over here enough, was I? That was our wild ride as exiled Poland. Would I do it again? Absolutely not. Not worth it in the slightest. There's definitely 100% just much better paths you can do as Poland. And this one, like I said, does rely on you just capitulating, which is never fun. Okay, maybe capitulating as the Dutch and doing the achievement is kind of fun. That one, you have a purpose. This one, you know, if the Warsaw Uprising actually worked, I could probably have a bit more fun with this. But other than that, it just felt a bit boring. But either way, that was Focus to Z. This was Poland. Your name is Timmy. And it's time to wake up from the coma.